Good afternoon.
How have you been? How has the last 2 days of January been for you so far?
Okay, so it has been my first time to do Dubai and also to this fair. And so it was really interesting to see the trends that we have here. And it was also interesting to see how things correlate around the world because you have the same trends everywhere around the world and also the same messages resonate quite nicely. So that was very good to see.
So based on your customer interactions over the past 2 to 3 days, what kind of change in demands are you seeing from them?
Yes. So I'm here actually to also meet with partners and customers. We had a panel today morning with SAP, together with SAP, which was actually about the digitalization and the changes around digitalization. I think there are two primary pressures. If I look from our customers, if we go beyond the business drivers, if we look at the business drivers, sorry, then this is the one is cost, so to bring down cost, and the second one is to speed or accelerate the implementation of new technologies and new applications for end customers. This is the two things that drive the whole industry, and we see that reflected in areas like what is called digitalization now. We see this reflected in terms like software-defined infrastructure or software-defined everything, and we saw this also reflected in new and upcoming technologies and challenges such as blockchain technology, which is obviously very interesting for most people. So blockchain nicely correlates also to my interest that I have as a product manager also in the security area, because with blockchain you can secure transactions, you can make sure that identity is not tampered with. So this is two very important aspects that we also see here.
So coming to a container as a service, okay,
Yeah.
CES, okay. So what kind of added value will it bring to the modern enterprises?
Right, that's a good question actually. So we see as part of the digitalization and the need for acceleration, we see that many customers go into building containers and delivering their applications using containers in-house. But we also see that software companies deliver their application or the application stacks as containers, and this is a benefit for the customers, for the partners, but it increases the challenge on the operations guys. Now, this challenge is that they need to provide a modern, secure, and scalable container as a service or container infrastructure, and this is exactly what container as a service platform from SUSE does. It provides a container as a service platform, so where people can deploy containers just with the same level of security, stability, mission critical readiness as the old and well-established SUSE Linux Enterprise business was. The reason for that is, if I may add, that we are building the container as a service platform following the exactly same principles, and like SUSE Linux Enterprise Server, our mission critical product, or even better, we are not only using the same principles, but we share 95% of the operating system code. It's inherited from SUSE Linux Enterprise Server. This is what we call the SUSE Micro OS part of the container as a service platform. On top of this, we add Kubernetes as a fully supported orchestration infrastructure, and we built the whole product in a way that is scalable. This is also an important point for customers who want to grow, that you are not only deploying on one node, on one hardware, but that you are able to expand this from 1 to 25 to 100 or even more. This is where we are going. So we are targeting more than 200, I think, or 1,000 even in the future.
So scalability, yes.
Yeah.
What's the kind of flexibility that you offer for both these kind of diverse diverse companies?
Here the idea of software-defined infrastructure comes in the game. SUSE, as I said, builds everything on SUSE Linux Enterprise and the technology we have there, but we are not forcing our customers into a specific way of using our offerings. But what we do is that we have this tool set of software for the infrastructure and beyond. So we have an operating system, we have the container service platform, we have software-defined storage. Included in the operating system, we have software-defined compute, what we call virtualization. We have the container as a service platform. We also have a cloud offering that you can use independently of the others, or you can also, for example, combine the container as a service platform together with the public cloud, or you can combine it with the private cloud that could be ours. And on top of this, if people want to go even more aggressively into platform as a service, SUSE will add at the end of the year also a platform as a service product, an offering based on the Cloud Foundry open source software and community. That's where we are working with. So I think the big difference to compared to others is that SUSE is not open on the open source part, but that we are also open from towards our customers, how they implement this and how they use that. So we are not enforcing them into a specific way of using it, but we are also open to work with customers and with the partners so that we leverage their capabilities and their technology. The good examples here are SAP, where we are working with very closely, and also Microsoft, for example, where we have worked with for a long time, where we in the beginning got a lot of criticism, but nowadays I think everybody appreciates that we have worked with Microsoft for so long, and we appreciate that Microsoft really embraces open source now in a very active and professional way.
So, are you focusing on any particular sector like that?
Sorry again?
You're focusing on any particular sector?
So I'm product management, and from a product management perspective, for infrastructure, for platform, it is very hard to focus on a specific sector. The reason for that is that the mission-critical infrastructure software that we provide, and also the cloud and container software that we provide, can be used everywhere. The differentiation onto a specific sector, that is done by our partners, by our software partners, and also by our hardware partners, who then bring this as part of their, for example, hardware solutions or the implementation solutions to a specific sector. So SUSE technology I talked about is used in finance, it is used in healthcare, it is used in the automotive industry very heavily, but also we are involved in retail. That's not so heavily known, but SUSE is even providing a client operating system, which is also based on the same technology, actually. And we are with our operating system and container service platform, we are also providing the right infrastructure for managing, for example, a POS deployment. And we're working with the others on the analytics part, and here's where the third-party software comes in, where SAP comes in, where others come in to drive this.
So, very briefly, okay, so what would be the top three priorities for you in 2018? How do you plan to position your company in the 2018 market?
Right. So the most important point from my perspective is that we help, as SUSE, we help organizations to do the transition from a traditional data center, which was very much focused on on-premise deployments, into the modern world, which is characterized by multimodal IT. That's a way I would like to use, which is characterized by cloud and cloud-native technologies, and which is characterized by an increasing need for security. So bridging from old to new, um, multimodal, that is the result out of this requirement, and then increasing security on top of this. This is, from my perspective, the three important points where SUSE can help, because we have the experience and because we have, also are using agile technology and traditional technologies intermixed on ourselves. So it's not only the case that we are preaching something to the outside, but we're really using all the methods that we are also selling to our customers and partners.
Thank you, Matthias. Thank you for being with us today. It was an absolute pleasure to have you, and we would like to wish you all the best for tomorrow and 2018 as well.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.